Hello. So on this video, I want to show you how we can import data into our graph database. For this example, I'm using Neo4j as a graph database. I have already installed the Neo4j MCP server into Claude. So the process will be like a text conversation with Claude, and Claude will be responsible to do the job. So for this example, I have already prepared the transcript from an introductory call with a client where I already updated the transcript to hide or update the sensitive data, those data about the privacy. And I will just upload it. So we will see how we can do it. So let's get started. The first thing is, before we go and create the input, we want to recognize the schema for this thing. So very simply, I would ask Claude the following. This is the run script from a conversation from an introductory conversation with prospect, where he shared his product details and I guided him. I want you to read it very carefully. And understand the objects and the relationships, so then I can post the data into my graph database. Since my MCP server already is connected here and he may be triggered, I don't want to be triggered before I review what exactly he understands about the objects and relationships. So I will mention here, do not create the objects into my database. I want first to review them. So we run it. Oops, I forgot to upload I forgot to upload my document, so let me upload it from here. Where is it? I think it's here it is. Right, here we go. All right. So somehow this is the schema. He understands. All right. With her. With them. With I. All right. Great. Show me now. Of course, here, what we can do is just to improve what he understands. And the best way to improve it is by giving him questions. Ask him questions to be more specific in some important things. So he will update the schema and the descriptions for the data. He's gonna go and post it into the graph database. But now it's not the purpose. The goal is to go from 0 to 1. And I do recommend, guys, to first achieve to use the MCP server of Neo4j and start importing your data into the graph database, create your knowledge graphs, and then go to your agent and see how it works. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have an MVP for what you want to go and build, and you will see the usability of it. Then you can give this agent or whatever you're building to test users to go and test it. After this, you can validate your idea and you will know that, okay, you're on the right path. You want to make it even better. In that case, you can come back and you can improve the quality of your data into your knowledge base. In a similar way, building the questions from here and enrich the knowledge your AI agent has in the database. So at the moment, I will accept what he said, that this is fine, this is perfect to me. I will ask him to create the schema. Schema for the graph database. And we wait to see exactly what he has. And here it starts putting the schema. Even in this point, we can ask him to do updates. But here, what is important is that he creates the fields, the field type. So we can ask him to go and update it. All right. Here are the relationships. And here is a tip search from a friend of mine, Mark. It's about relationships. It's important to put a tag on the relationship. So on the arrows into our knowledge graphs, the AI will know not only what is the exact relationship, but it also have a description of this relationship. So this is my next step. Please add text 25 words length that describes the relationships between objects, and then use these descriptions as extra information into the relationships. So now he's gonna come here and update the relationships with a description. Perfect. Right. And after that, I'm going to ask him to go and create the objects into my knowledge base. Please create the objects into my knowledge base using MCP tools. And now he knows that he has to use the MCP tool and go and post the data into my knowledge base. Perfect. Now what we see is that he prepares the queries, and for each time he asks me for my permission to complete this action. Right. So, right. Another important tip here for creating the objects into your graph database is to avoid duplicates. This can be also a global prompt into your project description for Claude. And in some cases, we want to avoid duplicate inputs. In some cases, we don't want it. But the thing is that if we import the same data twice, what's going to happen? We're going to have multiple arrows with the same destination and the same tag twice. And this can maybe, I'm pretty sure it will confuse the AI model when you want to use it to give you clear responses. Now I'm following here what his comment is. He's looking for the existence of a person, to use the same person or not, or in order to create him. This one had a failure. Let's see. Yes, he wasn't able to create them all at once, so he's doing it step by step. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I replaced the name of the person I was talking to with Mitch. And by the way, Mitch is also the nickname for Dimitris. So for Greek fellows, you know that. What graph databases cannot do is that they cannot follow the timeline of the updates. So for these things, we have to do some thing extra. I'm gonna post in another video, or these are the things we talk into our Digital Twins meetup, where we build live things. Knowledge platforms. Yeah, and he's going and building the stuff by himself. So this is perfect where he imported right into my knowledge base. Here we go. The database is updated. It was important to have the relationships being added from Claude. And let's see what we have here. I see, first of all, that an object business and organization was already existed. So this is one thing we would like to avoid ideally. So we will not build similar objects in our database, except if it's in purpose. In this case, it was a confusion because of we ran this example. And we see here the objects created as a node from the transcript. And if I click on that to expand it, we see here, Meet owns this business. And if we open it, we see exactly this informations how are related with each other. And if I open this guy, perfect. And we see another error. We don't want to have it. We have two nodes, Dimitri's Goodies, right? Who is the same person. And we see him created twice. This shouldn't be happened. So that's why I mentioned previously that we have to take care of the duplicates. All right. And if we click on those, thanks, great, we see all the connections and we know from the arrows what is everything about what is the relationship. And very nicely, we have here the description. So we can know, the AI has to know what exactly this relationship is about. So that was it. Hope that was useful for you guys who were trying to build your own digital twins or you're experimenting with the graph databases. I totally recommend to use an MCP server with to import your data. I'm using Neo4j. It's quite useful, quite easy to be used. There's no coding required. Very fine. And everything comes through the conversation. My suggestion is for the MCP because you can have the understanding how the AI will structure your knowledge base and you can monitor the results from this chat where you create, like I did it previously. And again, it's important for you to go from 0 to 1 first and then turn back to make the improvements. First, go and build the MVP version of what you want to build. If it's a digital twin or if it is the knowledge base for a chat, whatever it is. All right. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.